Errol Spence versus Ugas drug testing exposed. In this video, we discuss. Stay tuned. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I previously made a video on this very subject, so this is the update. Errol Spence versus Yordenis Ugas of Cuba. He just beat Manny Pacquiao. I want to sub to my promoter. Great fight, welterweight division, unification. I'm really looking forward to it. I will be doing a Boxingego watch party for that particular fight. Make sure you come back for that. However, there is a PED chemist and guru in boxing, founder of Balco, who basically was questioning Spence versus Ugas and the legitimacy of the fight, and if it had any drug tests. And that was Victor Conte. Victor Conte, he did a follow-up tweet, and I have some new information to report to you guys. This is what Victor Conte had to say. I directly asked Errol Spence Jr., Yordenis Ugas, and TGB Promotions if they are doing VADA testing. I asked twice and no response. They may be doing VADA, so why the secrecy? Memo Guru Science is with Ugas and is a well-known PED supplier and suspicious. In my opinion, boxing scribes are afraid to ask for clean boxing. He continued and says, Tim Bradley, I respect you as speaking a truth speaker in boxing. Can you possibly think of a reason Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas would not be willing to say whether or not they are doing random drug testing for their fight? As a clean boxing advocate, I believe in transparency. What are your thoughts? So he's kind of trying to ruffle some feathers, and old media, a lot of people like kind of ran with it and said that, oh, you know, I knew something was suspicious. And boxing reporter Keith Idec, he responded to this, and he's seen the tweets, and this is what he said. Afraid, this guy, eye rolling emoji. Here on planet Earth, I have a copy of a letter dated from February 17th that states Spence and Yordenis Ugas, so Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas, are actively participating in VADA testing. This would have been a boxing scene story only if they were not enrolled and testing regularly. Bow. So a boxing reporter is clearing the air. Shout out to him for that. And he's saying he holds in his possession a copy of a letter from VADA stating that this fight does have drug testing. So that's why he was being sarcastic and facetious at the end and saying, here on Earth, you know, we would have made a story about this on my website if they weren't enrolled. But the fact of the matter is, this is not an issue. It's a non-issue. That's basically it. So it's funny because a lot of the racist fans, even though I made a video about it, I guess I didn't make the video day one of when Victor Conte had these things to say. So I seen a lot of the naysayers, old media, the detractors, and they were like, why haven't you made a video about it? Listen, in the world of boxing, I am boxing. I don't duck or dodge no concepts in the sport of boxing. I'm always here. I always talk about it. I talk about everything. Subscribe to the channel. Speaking of, in the last 30 days, I looked at my YouTube analytics and it showed me something. It showed me that in the past 30 days, 50% of the people who watch my content are subscribed to the content. For that, I appreciate you. Much love. The other 50%, y'all got to get it together. Let me know what I could do to earn your subscription. I don't know if you forgot, maybe you didn't realize it was important for content creators, but subscribe, hit the like button. You can hit the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. I cover boxing. You don't know how far your engagement goes on this platform. So I appreciate it. and I'll continue to do my best job giving you the boxing facts and the boxing news. Back to it. So Victor Conte, he was trying to stir some things up and I guess put Errol Spence and Ugas on the hot seat and maybe shame the fight. But ironically enough, it looks like it has backfired because you have a boxing reporter who's saying, I got confirmation in a copy saying that they are enrolled in VADA, which leads to the question, how come Errol Spence and Ugas didn't respond to Victor Conte? Well, it's simple. Just like your mother told you, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing. So it could be something as simple as that. See, we live in a social media age where some people believe that because you're called out or because someone made a video about you or whatever the case is, that your obligation is to immediately tell your side of the story. But that's not truly indeed the case. I've been on YouTube platform for double-digit years at this point, making my shekels, making my coin, doing my best job in the world of boxing, right? And I've done it consistently. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. So in that time, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you, there have been people who they make videos about me and say I'm exposed and I did this, but we don't bother with that. Black Mamba mentality. I'm focused on my family. I'm focused on the job I'm doing, and I'm focused on my business and my brand. So I really don't have time for that, because at the end of the day, I gotta one foot in front of the other, keep putting out that fire for the boxing fans. So it could be more or less the same. Errol Spence is in training camp for what could be on paper a tough fight. Yordenis Ugas is in training camp. It's not like it's owed to Victor Conte to answer his question. You know, of course, we all want a clean boxing sport and we condemn cheaters in the sport of boxing. But at the end of the day, just because he's telling you in the tweet, Victor Conte literally said, I asked and I got no response. They may be doing VADA. You know what I mean? So he said they may be doing it. So he's admitting that he doesn't know. But again, the boxing reporter, Keith Idek, came out and said, you may not know, but we would have did a story about it. And we know for a fact that's why we actually didn't do a story about it. And I have confirmation in the letter from VADA stating that. So like I said, you guys be the judge of it. But it's funny because the Errol Spence haters, they want something to be wrong with the fight. And it's like old media, they know no ends, and they'll try to hate on certain fights, especially premier boxing champs, PBC fighters, oftentimes black fighters, and they'll try to find something wrong with it and like controversy. And that's what the internet is becoming. It's becoming one big high school. You know, the internet is one big high school, and people are constantly looking for the clickbait titles, the drama, the kind of TMZ aspect of it. And it's kind of funny to me, but it is what it is. So hopefully my content has provided clarification. Great fight, Errol Spence versus Ugas. They are currently involved in VADA. That has now been confirmed. Hopefully this clarified things. Subscribe to the channel if you like the job I'm doing. And I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.